is Eric Wilson, and it's July. A lot of folks are looking forward to July 4th, a little barbecue, a little swimming, a little doing anything other than sweating. Yes, it's hot out there. Take a look at the map, right? Now, I want you to get something just a bit more out of the fact that it's going to be hot. So what I'd like to start is find the weather and then forecast where that is going to go. Because if it's nice everywhere else, then it's hot and humid. Hot and humid. It's July. But on July 4th, we all like to make plans. And what's the worst thing? Weather. So let's find out what the weather is together. And no, I didn't plan that. Here we go. First place, the jet stream itself is bulging to the north. I've never seen a bulging jet stream. Just between you and me. A jet stream really kind of shows you where the storms are going to go. If they're going to go from, in the westerlies, that's kind of like, think of them like train tracks. Where the jet stream is going, that's where your storms are going to go. Let's start with checking the satellite. The satellite gives us an idea of that very jet stream that we were just looking at. There's that swoop and there's that bulge, and it's going over Chicago. And a lot of folks in Chicago probably want to know, is it going to rain on 4th of July? So I'm going to go to a very trusty model. It's one I contributed a lot of my data to. That made no sense at all. Every week I'm going to show you windy.com, not because they're paying me, but because I believe this is absolutely the best site. This one right here that I'm looking at. Okay? The best site when it comes to finding out hour by hour precipitation. Because when it comes right down to it, all you care about is right now. So, if all you care about is right now, where's the weather? And which one's handling it the best? Now you can find your own radar. There's a million radar apps out there. Just pick one. Find the radar that matches the model. I'll say that again. Find the radar that matches the model. When the model and the radar match, there's probably a really good chance that that model has a good handle on the dynamics of that day's situation. Item number 2, never trust the model 100%. A model is really just a platform from which to make decisions. Things happen. It just does. So you have to use what's out there. So let's go to windy.com. Right now you see that 0 inches. Let's get rid of that. Okay? Right now with windy.com, you can zoom in and zoom out. And notice I don't have, I'm going to get rid of the mediogram for now. I've got the NAM, you've got the ECMWF, and no, we're not practicing our alphabet. These are the names of the models themselves. There's 3. My favorite model is the NAM. And you see how its coverage is not completely anywhere else. It only focuses on the United States of America. So let's zoom in. In fact, you can zoom in right on that cluster. Click, 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 click. I'm clicking there. All right, so here we've got Kenosha, Milwaukee. These are all things that are happening right now. You can scroll to the right, and on the upper right-hand side, you've got radar and lightning as a choice. Now, it does take a lot of memory, so make sure that you have enough RAM. It doesn't matter how many gigs of storage you have. You need RAM. RAM are like mice in the huge barn that you might have. You don't have enough mice, it's not going to happen. So if we check rain and thunder, and you can kind of see this is an hour ago and this is up to current. So you can loop it, and we'll do that. Like this is, remember what I said? Check the rain, check the radar against the model. So those are all the lightning strikes that were reported. These are all, again, it's a very nice, smooth transition, but for meteorologists like us, I don't really care about what happened. I want to know how I can serve you and tell you what's going to happen. So, Let's stop this, radar and lightning. Let's go to radar and thunder. Radar and thunder sounds like the same thing, right? Lightning makes thunder. However, notice we're using the models now. We've got the NAM, the ECMWF, and the GFS. Now the GFS is like a default, but remember I like the NAM because it focuses more on the United States. So it's a bit more resolute. And take a look at that, right? The current time of this recording is at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that's pretty close to the radar that we just showed you. However, a lot of the radar was further down into this area around Rockford. So that's the beauty of clicking. So with Windy, you can click anywhere, like click Rockford, and you can find out with Rockford its entire timeline. Do not get confused by all this. Just understand that Meteogram is just going to show you all the different levels of clouds that are going to be in the air. And my son loves this. You drag the time bar into the future, and these are the conditions expected. Remember, you're getting that little pulsing ring right down there, right over there. That pulsing ring shows you that the information right down here is specifically for Rockford. Watch it change if I click Wisconsin Dells. It loops, it reloads, and it's like, oh, different day happening there. They have more cloud cover, not a whole lot of rain. Rain is indicated with these like little blue bars. So at 8 o'clock, notice the NAM only goes out to Wednesday. And what do I always say? I always say this. Never trust anything past 24 hours, especially with hurricanes. So when it comes to the forecast, all you can do is do something about today. And this is a good idea of what will happen today. So kind of get out of this, get into rain and thunder. For all my friends in Detroit, it looks like you've got thunderstorms coming your way, probably on July 4th. And if I switch the model over to the GFS, let's say Thursday is July 4th, and I've clicked on Detroit. Hey, that's actually a website. I don't get any money for that either. There's July 4th, and right there at 6 a.m. there's going to be morning showers, but maybe not in the afternoon. Let's see what this model says. And that's what we always do. If you listen to weathermen, they always talk about, well, the models say this. They're not talking about models like clothes. They're talking about this right here. These things. This one is a bit more unresolved. And it's got a wet, cloudy, yuck day for Thursday at noon. It just does. Well, what about the NAM? Maybe the NAM will be different. Hey, Thursday at 3 o'clock doesn't have that information because look at this. It popped over to the GFS. The NAM only goes at least 24 hours that you can trust, which is why I love it so much because it hits